So this bot did $735,000. One bot, 1 month. $300,000.
All time. 277K.
$830,000 to finish February 2026, and we're not even public yet.
I got this thing's just churned out an extra $6,600, and the month's not quite up. Doing nothing.
We just finished the day at $380,000. HYPERBot clients, 7th of March 2026. $380,000. So here I am on the second one, and getting to the end of October. This one should be around $580,000. This one was.
It's easily said that people go, oh, it's a game changer. Like, that's to me, that's a little bit of wank. Like, this is just a disruptor, in all honesty.
Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back to the Villa. And of course, welcome back to the Imperial Wealth Betting channel. Today's video is an absolute banger. Check this out. $300,000 with something called the HYPERBot. Well, $296,000 to be exact. And that's since January 2025, the end of January to the start of December 2025. So around 10 months, $300,000. And I'm going to explain to you the stats behind it, the promo, the non-promo, the bonus bet retention side, the ROI, the POT percent, everything. By the way, whether you're a promotional bettor or non-promotional bettor, the HYPERBot applies to you. Whether you're betting with $50 a race or $5,000 a race, the HYPERBot applies to you. This thing is absolutely insane, hugely scalable. I mean, I can't wait to show you this. But yeah, we'll go through that. We'll go through the journey of how we got here. We'll show you the dashboard. We'll download it. We'll go to the strategies. We'll adjust some strategies, promotional, non-promotional, bonus bets, EV threshold, odds parameter, Cali staking, belly staking, Melly staking, every sort of staking, you name it, we'll go through it all. Once we do that, we'll hear from some of the current HYPERBot clients. Now, the HYPERBot has been live for some time now in my masterminds, which is my personal consulting group. It's not publicly available, but that's where clients come to me when they want to take betting from a hobby and start treating it as a business. So you'll hear from some of them. Then we'll go through some frequently answered questions, about 10 of them, the most common ones. Then from there, there'll be a sneaky giveaway somewhere in this video. And of course, then you'll be able to apply to join the HYPERBot if you want to, of course. But before we get into the HYPERBot, it's important you all understand the journey of how we got here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go for a quick ride to the mountains so we can sit down in peace within nature and talk to you all. So come on, let's go. People often mistake me for Albert Einstein, but they're very wrong, because I'm Al Dong, the almighty punt lord, blessed by the almighty punt gods. When you look at what I have done in this industry with my team, of course, you can look far and wide and you will see that no one has done what we have done before. And with the HYPERBot, I'm only putting the cherry on top, just to make sure everyone knows. Now, what we need to do is take a few steps back. We're up here with the HYPERBot. Let's go back to day one, where it all started with our black booklet, known as the Elite System today. We started with an educational course, okay? From there, we understood we need to make clients' life easier. So what do? We built a sports software and a racing software, the sports and racing maximizers. Cool. From there, we understood, well, clients might get their accounts promotional banned. What happens after that? That's when we teamed up with Mr. G for the sports trader, then with Oxy for the middle bet accelerator system. Oxy is the leading middle bet expert in Australia. So we've always teamed up with the best. What do we do after that? We found non-promo edges for our clients. We had promo edges. We built softwares out which made life easier. So we did the same thing with the middle bet. We built the middle maximizer, a software designed to make clients' life easier when it comes to finding middles. You see, up here, I'm always looking for ways to find edges, give the education, then provide some sort of software, which makes finding it even easier. So, that's where we are today. And we also have another non-promo software coming to complete the maximizer suite of softwares called the Value Maximizer. More to come on that shortly. So from there, I decided, okay, we've got the promo, we've got the non-promo edges, we've got softwares. So what I did is I teamed up with another provider, and I was a part of the team, and we built out an automation software which turned over more than 300 million to date turnover for our users. And I saw all users, some small, some large, and on this software, I was the number one. And I'm telling you, there were some massive syndicates using this in Australia. Some of the biggest. I was number one when it came to profitability. Not turnover, but profitability. So this bot did $735,000. One bot, 1 month. So here I am on the second one, and I'll show you now. We'll go from second to the end of October. This one should be around $580,000, this one was. But you see, that software had issues when it came to promotional bettors. And I remember I onboarded around 100 clients from RW Racing, and I finally thought, this is it. We've done it. I've completed the suit. I built all the match betting, the promotional, the softwares, the non-promo, and finally I got to true automation. Then it hit me. It wasn't true automation. Let me explain why. Firstly, when an individual user used it, they had to click and submit buttons so the bets went through. That's not automation. Sure, you could have a lot of accounts connected, and when you click the button, everything would place. But you still had to be sitting there on a Saturday executing bets. Or if you wanted to do non-promo bets, you had to sit there all day on a Wednesday or a Friday. And then I thought, okay, let's hook them up to RW Racing. So what do? We connected them all to RW Racing. But then I ran into another problem. We'd submit a bonus bet, say $8 and above $7. Sure, one bookie would get $8 at, say, 84% bonus retention. But then every other account connected, which was $7, well, that was getting, say, 70%. So we were burning money, lighting it on fire, using this software. And also, if the odds were under $7, a client's bonus wouldn't bet. And if RW Racing used all its bonus, well, guess what? That client would still have bonus bets left over. So it was a mess. So what did I do? I cancelled the whole thing. I cancelled it all. Within 1 month, I closed the automation from RW Racing, and I went back to the drawing board. First, I went back to the team, and I told them who my clients are, what they need. But the team and that software focus on large syndicates. Don't get me wrong. amazing software for large-scale betting syndicates. API users, those who know how to code, connect APIs to it, it will be automated. But let's be honest, 99.9% of you watching this have no idea how to code an API and connect it to a bot. So I respected their decision. But listen, you want to know who the people are that build Imperial Wealth? You want to know who supported me from day one? It wasn't the big whales, the syndicates, the ones making APIs. No, it was the $50 bonus bet user, the bloke working a 9 to 5 who likes to have a punt after his shift, or the university student looking to make a bit of extra money, or just a family man who wanted a bit of extra money and breathing room to support his family. And those are the people who build Imperial Wealth. So I wasn't going to stop there. So I went a different direction. And I teamed up with some of the sharpest in the game when it comes to the promotional space. And we built something sharper, smarter, something more efficient, something that aligns with the word, automation. Today, I want to introduce to you all the HYPERBot.
Tired of manually placing bets, tracking bonuses, and chasing promotions? Meet HYPERBOT, the pinnacle of AI betting automation. HYPERBOT is a cutting-edge AI and machine learning robot that automates your betting for thoroughbred, greyhound, and harness racing. It handles everything: promotional betting, bonus bet turnover, and non-promo betting with precision, speed, and efficiency. After each race, HYPERBOT learns and gets smarter, optimizing your strategy to deliver more profits over time. Humans are slow, comparing numbers, calculating odds, and spotting opportunities manually, and is error-prone and exhausting. HYPERBOT processes huge amounts of data instantly and acts the moment an opportunity arises. Time is your most valuable resource. Would you rather spend every Saturday and weekday behind a screen placing bets manually? Or be out with friends, at the beach, playing sports, or working on a side hustle? With HYPERBOT, you leverage your time and let the robot work for you. Make it work for you, anytime, any place. HYPERBOT comes with a clean, intuitive interface to track every part of your betting journey. Quick summaries or detailed results. Total bets, total stake, average stake, profit loss, return on investment. Want more details? Choose promo betting, non-promo bets, bonus bets, or promo and bonus bets to view detailed results for each category. Advanced stats, Betfair BSP, expected value, closing line value. Stay in the loop wherever you are. HYPERBOT can send custom notifications on Discord and Telegram. Bet placed, bet settled, bets won, high value bet alerts, low balance alerts. HYPERBOT lets you create and save multiple strategies: promotional betting, bonus turnover, non-promo betting with EV targeting. You can fine-tune strategies by decimal percent, max min odds, max stake, race filters, and more. Set it to run automatically based on your time zone or preferred time of day. For experienced users, HYPERBOT allows account filters and shutdown thresholds, race type and location filters, Australia and New Zealand, track or specific race exclusions. Everything is customizable so you stay in control while HYPERBOT executes flawlessly. Connect all your betting accounts in one dashboard. Track balances, bonus bets, and account performance. Launch sessions in 2 simple steps. Apply strategies, then click play. Monitor all machines running HYPERBOT. Check OS, version, and last updates. Supports Windows, Mac, and Ubuntu. Use any computer, anytime, any place. Getting started is easy. 5 comprehensive guides. Download and install. Activate, launch, and add accounts. Configure strategies. Launch sessions. Weekly group calls for setup guidance. Personal Discord channel for one-to-one support from the team. HYPERBOT is exclusive. Spots are limited. Each applicant goes through a vetting process. And the sooner you apply, the closer to the top of the queue. Join the waiting list today and let our team guide you through getting started. The HYPERBOT, the pinnacle of AI betting automation. Anytime, any place.
So now you know the HYPERBOT is an AI machine learning robot which does everything for you. It's built on a Z ABC squared dual X structure between Laravel, Python, Node.js, WDS, W2DS, which is hosted on...
Hey, nobody cares about that.
I have over 15 developers who work for me. My team consists of Asians, Indians, and autistic individuals. Their hobbies include Dota 2, puzzles, crosswords, solving extremely difficult aerospace mathematical equations, and collecting Star Wars figurines. Yeah? Okay, how's this? The HYPERBOT is designed to make you a shit ton of money, anytime, any place. Yeah? Okay. Let's go. That's what we're going with. 3, 2, 1. The HYPERBOT is designed to make you a shit ton of money, anytime, any place. It even works when you're cooking a barbie. Oh, check this out. Today my HYPERBOT did 76 bets, 675 staked, and made me $743.50, warming up my accounts while I was cooking a barbie. And even when you play FIFA. And even when you're doing a burnout. And even when you're going for a swim. And of course, while you're playing basketball. And even when you're jerking off. Yes! Gotcha, bitch! So now you know exactly what the HYPERBOT is and how it can help you get your time back, your freedom, your life. Imagine knowing there's a robot which can do everything you're doing now, but 100 times smarter and faster than you're currently doing. It executes faster than you can blink. Do you understand that? If you still aren't convinced, what we're going to do now is go over to the desk and I'm going to show you how just one of my HYPERBOTs was able to make me over $300,000. So come on, let's go. So back at the computer, where I'd much rather be, and we're going to get into the good stuff now, show you the 300K, show you all the settings, how it all works. Obviously, you know what the HYPERBOT is. You know it can save you time and give you your life back while making you a ton more money. Now we'll show you inside of it. But before then, obviously you can also have a very, very promising career in theatre and production, but that's only once the punt game is being completed. On that note, before we get into it, we've got HYPERBOT here. We've got another software coming in Q1 2026, the last maximizer. So we'll have the middle, sports, racing, and then one more coming. Nothing like the HYPERBOT, I'll be honest. But after that, I've got nothing more. I've got nothing more. Everything I set out to do all these years ago will have been completed, and the Imperial Wealth Betting Platform will be complete. The Imperial Wealth Betting Platform will be complete. It's been a dream of mine for many, many years to get to this point, and I just want to thank you all, honestly. I saw some clients today, and this is why I'm saying this now. I saw some clients from the black booklet, the Cash Kings book, now on the HYPERBOT. Like 8 years ago, they were part of it. Next year, 2026 in the middle, it's like the 9th year, and the year after the 10th. And they were from the black booklet. Now on the Hyperbot, a fully AI machine learning algorithm executing everything for them. I mean, what a journey it's been. And I hope you can all see I've really just tried to do things that have never been done before. I don't know if it's the type of person I am, but I just want to look. I'm very competitive. I won't lie. I'm a very competitive person. You know, it's no different to me in sport. You see all my trophies over there, right behind me. No different to this game. I just wanted to. A lot of people doubted me in this game. You know, a lot of people. Now they've got nothing to doubt. I've done stuff which have never been done before, and I want to thank all my clients and the development teams, everyone a part of Imperial Wealth, to support everyone. The end is near. The end is near. So, Imperial Wealth, baby. So let's get on this. We're going to get on the bot now. I'm going to show the 300k, and you're going to hear from a few clients as well. Just before we get into it, you know, after this, I show you. You're going to hear from Haz. He made 277k in 8.5 months on the Hyperbot. He was a mastermind client who we gave access early on. JB, 25% POT. He's a hedge fund manager, manages multiple 9 figures, right? He's a big dog. You can hear from him, 25% POT. Byron, 11k profit, 18 days on non-promo EV betting. Liam made like 8k in his first Saturday betting. We're going to have Aiden, who's running 109% bonus conversion. Axel, who was initially part of the elite system, joined Masterminds, my personal consulting, and now obviously part of the support system and helping clients on the Hyperbot and Masterminds. That's where he actually is now, helping me out. 55k in 8 weeks, you can hear from. Keen, he made 2.1k while at a winery on a Saturday. So to him, that was like, wow, I was out drinking with my mates at a winery and I made 2.1k. He's looking to scale up to 10k. You can hear from him. Steve, he was on the golf course, gardening, spending more time with the family, and he couldn't believe it. He came home to thousands of dollars of profit. You're going to hear from him. And Callum, lastly, one of the youngest clients that joined the masterminds, $13,000 in a single week. And he saved over 30 hours a week. Okay? So let's get over to the computer now. I'm going to get the Hyperbot up. Oh, and by the way, before we get into it, this is the public reveal of the Hyperbot, okay? And you obviously can apply, and there's a waiting list or whatnot. But to celebrate, I'm going to give out a few keys. So you can skip the waiting line. If you're already a Hyperbot client as well, we'll sort out something there. We'll give you your API key back or something like that. All you got to do...
This is the first public reveal of HYPERBOT. And to celebrate, Imperial Wealth Betting is giving away several free HYPERBOT API keys. To enter the draw, just like this video, subscribe, and make sure you comment below. That's it. You're in the draw.
And there'll be a few winners. I always do a few winners. So let's get into it now, right? All right, so I'm on the Hyperbot here, as you can see. Welcome, Make It Moller. That's my Instagram name or my handle as I go by. So on my account here. So the first thing you can see is the dashboard. Cool, you can change to light dark mode, of course. And you got your daily P&L here. So this bot wasn't on today. I'll show another one after, actually. And then you got your credits, API key, blah, blah. So this one P&L is at 299,397. So it's a bit different to what you saw at the start. I think it was at 295,810 or somewhere around there, because I had one. Yeah, I've had a bit of betting since I recorded that intro. So if we go to all time here, we'll leave it in light just to make it clear. Make sure I zoom in. So we've had 29,118 bets, total stake of around 1.4 million, average stake 50, profit and loss 300k, ROI 20%. Now, what we can also do here is we can figure out the POT percent, right? So I can go promo bets as well. You can see by promos. Obviously, promos will run at a bit of a loss, but as you can see here, it was actually nearly positive mid-November when spring kicked off. But that's always going to be the case. Promos will run at a loss, and then you make the money on bonus bets. Look at the bonus bets here. 89.26 retention. Pretty crazy. So as you can see, this is only since... I think it's not even 10 months. I think I made a mistake, actually. Let me have a look on this one kicked off. No, 20th of January. And funny enough, it's like February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It's like, 10.5 months, somewhere around there. So not bad with this bot. Now, what you can do is you customize yeah, between each week as well. You can go to promo and bonus, non-promo, promo, everything. Right, so you get summaries of everything. That's the first thing you do. So that's the main thing here. Let's have a look at the promo, the POT. So we've had 299K profit, and we've staked 1,046,000. Okay, so what is it? 300 divided by 1,046.57. So this one was at 30%. Now it's at 28.667% POT, which isn't bad. It's actually quite good. But you want to know what? I want to show you guys one more. I'm going to show you another account here. Check out Byron here. You're going to hear from him a little later on. On 2,000 individual bonus bets, he's running 150% bonus conversion on over $40,000 stake, or around 40,000. I forgot the exact number. That is the power of the HYPERBot. Let's get back to the video. But let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to blur out the details, obviously, and check this out. So this bot's actually gone up $550 today. I think it was mugging this account today. It was on a non-promo strategy. So we'll go to summary of this one here. And today, actually, yeah, this one was betting, as we can see. Oh, it was up. I haven't even looked at these yet. I'll go through all the bots. I don't really go through it till the end of the week, to be honest with you all. I'll just, you know, let the teams do what they do. But this one went up $550 today, 16.71% ROI. But yeah, let's go to all time because I want to show you this bonus retention here. Because I say 90% and that one was 89. So now I've got to show you this one. This one's 94.51. All right, so the 90% is valid. This one on the bonus, 307. What's all bets though? I'm not too sure. I think this one's 280,000 around. 27% ROI. So this one's running much better than the other. And the POT on this one, I think this one's pretty crazy actually. Let's have a look. Promo bets. Wow, this one's only -4% on promos. Not bad. Actually, no, it's pretty standard. Oh, actually, no, 4% is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. 4% is very good for no promo, like things or anything, just on a horse, straight out, every single race as well, throughout the year. That's pretty good. Most punters wouldn't be able to do that. If they're betting on every metro track, think about that. So we've had 689,000 on this one, and what was it, 280 divided by 689. So this one's running at 40% POT with everything. And I can assure you now, this isn't like heaps of sign-up bonuses coming on this for extra profit or anything like that. It's purely just, racing this stuff. And then you can do non-promo and everything. So, I mean, between those two bots, you've just seen like $600,000 profit. And I think this one started in March. So, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 9 months and a little bit. Not bad. 40% POT. Come on, that's the power of the robot. There's levels. There's levels to it. Oh, because you got to think about it. This is executing. Imagine, I know a lot of you might already follow money, okay? And you see things late, or like the racing maximize, you see like an 80% or it marks at like 20% on the promo. As it hits 20%, boom, every single bet is placed within a certain time frame where you got to sit there, quick the bets. Bonus, 90% shows for 3 seconds. Boom, this is taking it. This is taking it. So that's why you're seeing such crazy results here at 95% bonus retention. Insane. So let me go back to that initial account because all right, so I'm back on that initial account here. And let's go through it. So you've seen summary, then you've got open bets here as well. So pretty much how it works is this is your dashboard, okay? Obviously, you download the software, which you can see here. There's like a download tab, okay? You can do it for, HYPERBot, dmg.deb. You got Windows, Mac, Linux. So you download this first, then you connect everything on there, which we'll get to. And then you can control it all from this dashboard here. So this is like, you can be on your phone. We'll explain it shortly. And then you've got open bets as well. So open bets is really good. This is like during the day on a Saturday or something. You can see your race positions for certain bookmakers as well in the bets. So these are like pending. So as soon as the race jumps, you can see, what the HYPERBOT's taken if you're watching the race. Show you the race positions previously. You can drop down here and it'll show you every single race as it showed you that explainer video. Then you've got classic racing. This is quite good. Because what you can do here is get more data, okay, on EV, graph, everything like that. So I'll show you your settled bets as well in the classic. But what it'll actually give you is a BSP. So it actually shows you that we're beating the BSP, okay? Well, you should be. Depending on your strategy, to be honest with you. This is fully customizable, right? So it just depends how you're running it. This is obviously a lot of data, so it's just going to take a bit of time to load, not going to lie. Just give it a second here. But yeah, you got all your bookies. You can drop down on all the accounts you're using. All right, so this is now loaded. And as we can see, we've got the cumulative EV, the EV BSP. So that's assuming you're taking BSP. We'll be up 92,000. Cumulative is 160. So we're running quite above the cumulative EV right now, what we kind of should be at. But hey, what can I say? Doesn't look like it's coming down anytime soon to it. So that gives you 3 data points to compare with. If you're, one of those people who like to be nitty gritty with all the data, you can do that. You got your credit system here, then you got your results obviously as well, and that will just show you, all your results for the week, the month, whatever you want to do. And you'll come up here, it'll have your loss. You can go to win. It'll show you your wins. There's 328 entries here on the last week. Loss, win. I'll show you everything. Then you got machine. I don't know why the beta's still there. Got to get rid of that. Then you got machines, okay? So these are different machines this account is running. It has accounts connected to it. So you got your settings here. You can edit it. You can change the version to what it is. You can save the machine, right? That's fully customizable as well, based on how many machines you want to run on your HYPERBot. Then you've got alerts as well. So you can have alert. We recommend Discord, much better in Discord, but you can set a webhook up. So if you don't want to check your HYPERBot, you can connect it to your Discord and it'll ping you the bets that are coming through. So I never used to sit there watching the HYPERBot. Like usually I'd be sleeping when the betting was happening. Well, I am now at least because I'm many hours behind. But generally when I was watching it, I just have the Discord up if I really wanted to see it. And I'd say, oh, what are we on this bet? Might have the races up and I'll just check the Discord and it'll ping you notifications. So you can do Discord and Telegram, but Discord is much better. And it can show you your bets placed, bets settled, bets won, high value bets, everything. Low balance alerts. This is the beauty of it. If an account's low, it's going to tell you straight away. You can have alerts set. That's how crazy this software is. Low balance, subscription expire, everything like that, right? Then you've got accounts tab. Now this is where you add your accounts, okay? Obviously I'll blurt out some sensitive information here. But what you do is once the HYPERBot's added to, you've downloaded the HYPERBot, what you can then do is come here and add PC. So you've got all the bookmakers here, as you can see, right? Do it all through the dashboard, whatever you want to click. Bet365, that's coming shortly as well. And whatever, you click one and say we click Sportsbet, username, nickname, password, proxy option as well, bet with mates option also. So fully customizable there. You can add all the accounts, add proxies to each one, which is different IPs. This is how we run efficiently. And that's how you actually can scale as well. That's how we do it. So bulk add as well. You can import them. No worries at all. If you have the CSV data, add them all at once. Easy. Now the strategies. This is where it gets interesting. So this account's only running 2 tested non-promo. Because it's only got 1 use, this account, to be completely honest with you all. So the other one had about 7. Should I show it? No, actually it's fine. You guys get the point. But what you can do is classic racing and you enter the strategy. Say I want to make a mug strategy, right? Strategy. Cool. So what do we do now? We've got mug strategy, right? And enable promo betting. We don't want promo betting for this. Bonus betting, no bonus betting. This is just for non-promo, okay? So you can have different strategies that you want to use. For this one, I'm just calling it mug. So what I can have is minimum odds, 1.5 to, I think like 26 is a good amount, somewhere around there. Min stake, you can have that staked. You can have dynamic max stake as well. So you can have like between that odds, this odds. Do you know what I mean? So if that's what you want to do, like I said, it's very, very customizable. So you can have that also. You can have MBL max stake, hover over it. Max bet will respect minimum bet laws, okay? So you can have these ticked, and you don't have to have that. You can have it if you want. I'm not going to have this one. Edge threshold. Okay, so for a mug strategy, I might run -1 to, max, okay? Somewhere around there. Search time, maybe around 120 seconds. Market match threshold, I at least want, it depends what you want. I can have 25,000. Kelly staking. So the staking strategy, you got simple, liquidity, static, Kelly, MBL, and random. Okay. A lot of you who are more advanced probably understand all these already. And look, if you don't, there's guides and everything on it. I'm not going to go through every strategy and how it works because if you're part of the bot, you can do it that. Then you got Kelly bankroll as well. So Kelly's bankroll is calculated as the figure plus your current account balance. For example, if you set $1,000 here and you have 500 in your account, the total bankroll used will be 1,500. Okay, so you can have the Kelly multiplier as well and the Kelly bankroll. Very customizable and non-promo. So what you can do there is save this, right? And then if you, so let me go back to this mug strategy and let's put this at like 10%, all right? Because if the bot finds like a 20 to 30% edge bet, you'll have a go at it if that's what you want it to do. If I'm only mugging accounts and warming them up in the first 2 weeks, I might just run -1 to 10%. Pretty sure that's what we run in the other bots. Need to go through them a bit more, but you get the idea, okay? Then what you can do is, let's say you want to make money without promotions. You can go plus EV, non-promo strat. I have one here actually. I think this one started to do some non-promo stuff. We can have a look actually. Let's have a look. All time. Non-promo bets. Yeah, like literally today. So this one's at 21% ROI, non-promo. Okay, so it's running some non-promo, just started recently, because it only used to be 1 on here. Let's have a look at it. 1.1 to 26. 2, that's max stake, okay? So what you can have with a plus EV non-strat is, obviously, once again, you can turn all these off if you don't want to use promo and bonus bets. And then you'd go, if you're trying to make money with the non-promo side, which it definitely can, okay? It's a really, really, like, the clients who make a lot of money with the non-promo side, they definitely optimized it over time, okay? But yeah, you can pretty much have, the threshold set from like, probably I recommend like 3% to max. Okay? Probably a bit more on the search time. I'd like around like 60 seconds at least. And then, your market threshold, whatever you want to have, okay? And then your calories, everything like that. But yeah, if you want to make money non-promo with this, definitely possible, like 100% possible. You'll see it all in interviews also. But look, you can just leave it and let this run over time, and it should get you around this 3 to, edge threshold. I found most clients, they can run around 5 to 8%, somewhere around there. It's like 5 to 7. All right? I've seen many clients running at that long term, okay? Long term as well. Key word there. So you can do this for non-promo and plus EV non-promo strategy, you know what I mean? And save that. Then you can do like your promo, promo Saturday, for example. The good thing is you can make as many strategies as you want, okay? This account is not a great example because it's only one running strategy, which is just done pretty good. Sometimes simple's better, but it depends what you want to do. That's the beauty of HYPERBot. It's fully customizable to suit you. Promo Saturday, what we can do here is turn non-promo off, and I want to go promo betting now, okay? Enable promo betting, reduce variance. Now, this is weighted randomized bet above your EV threshold. So let's say you set an F threshold. I like to set mine at around 6 to 7%. I think now some even on 7, 8 in the off season, but let's just say 5%. Okay, you get the idea. That means anything under 5% won't bet. So sometimes you might see the maximizer on if you've seen my racing maximizer training, which was a few weeks ago, you see that sometimes the racing maximizer will ping a promo to third at like 1 or 2%. And I always say like, oh, they're not the greatest bets because they're not. Okay, so I don't like taking things above 1% because I like to keep account sustainability intact as well, right? I don't want it just firing at everything. I want it to be selective and, do the best edge threshold. So you can even have this at 10%. If you want to be really selective with your accounts and only want it betting on like 50% of the races on a Saturday because you want to maintain your promotions longer, well, you can actually have this set at 15%. Once again, the beauty. Customizable to suit you. Search time, 60 seconds at least. It gives you a bit more time in like the last 30 seconds. So we can have, I'm just going to put this at 7 for this example. And reduced variance. So this means, I don't use this normally. This means if there's like 2 above 7%, say there's one at 15% and 12%, it's going to weight it. Okay. So it'll have a bit more on the 15% via the 12%, but it's going to take both. Whereas if this is not ticked, it's just going to fire all the promo on the 15%, which has more variance, but it's going to make you more money long term, slightly. Okay, so, and I'll show you what you can do. Why I like to turn this one off, and I have something on bonus bet which can like counter it in a way, and I'll show you it. Or you can have this reduces variance and vice versa, but I like to do this one personally. So min odds personally 1.9. I don't take anything below 1.9. I find people from my team, if they bet, well, they used to now, but obviously everything's automated. But back in the day, if I ever saw a bet under $1.90, there'd be fines for it. Max odds $9, somewhere around there. Max stake $50 because of the promo limit. And bet boost token, yeah, take that off. Bet back token, don't want to use the tokens. Okay, as you can see here, token outside of promo bets. Okay, you can have that off. And, you know, it's pretty simple. Edge threshold 7. I like not reduce variance. Enable promo betting. Max odds. Do it good. Cool. Now those, whatever you want, right? Then bonus betting. Okay, now, what I like to do with my bonus betting, obviously mid odds, 6.5, somewhere around there. Depends. You can have different strategies. You can have some, or what I used to do as well is I've had multiple strategies, and I'll show you what I mean by that. But I'd have some on some like smaller bookies. When you hit big bonuses on some smaller books, like Amuse, for example, just like ban your account or lock it or whatever. You can have max odds to like $10. And this can be like small bookie strategy. And it'll only bet on bonuses between those odds. Okay? Let's just generalize it. Yeah, but you can have like, that's what I mean. For each account you add, you can select the strategy you want it to run. Pretty much you add the account, it's on. Then what strategy do you want those accounts to run? Okay? You can be as specific as you want. But let's just generalize this one. $21, okay? 6.5 to, somewhere around 21. Oh, I used to have ones that would be like 21 to 35 as well, and some even up to $50. But once again, say you got $1,000 a race, maybe only $100 of those were at $34 to $50. You can do that as well. I like that. Yeah, let's just generalize it here. Bonus bet conversion, I like to use 83%, somewhere around there. So we'll hover on this. Theoretical conversion, if you were to hedge against market and search time for bonus, I like to give it a bit. What are we going to give this one? 30, 60, maybe 120, somewhere around there. Minute and a half out. Give it some time to look. Sometimes you see things that minute come in, and then it's not there the last 10, 15 seconds. So I like to have it around here. Max 1 bonus per race, definitely. I like to have that. But, sorry, max 1 bonus per runner. I always have that tick. But sometimes I have some bots that have this unticked. Why? Because, you see, I always play the front end aggressive, know the variance mode off. But sometimes I like the bot to get on multiple bonus bets. Because if it just stacks one, there might be one really good at like 120 seconds that starts firing, and then like 15 seconds before the jump, there's another great one that comes into play. And generally, like, yeah, it'll stack the best one, but I don't mind to save it at like $20 or like $15, If I got most of it stacked, say I got $1,000 on the bonus at $10, and then there's like $300 at a $15 shot, I don't mind that. And it's good for variance as well. If you're running on the front end here, more aggressive with the reduced variance option, then what you can have here is the bonus like this, and it'll split it. And that's how I've actually run my bots. And that's where you see the 94% bonus retention and the 89. I've had both those settings on those bots running. I love a good split. I mean, when you join, you see a, it's like 2, actually I shouldn't say that. Yeah, so you can customize this and to have it how you want, Then you can save this one, and then you can have, you can come back and you can go, okay, giga bonus strategy, giga bonus banger, This is like the fat ones where you can go, all right, this is just for bonuses. Oh, you have the promo, you put your promo, the same thing, whatever you want for promo. 1.9 for me to $9. I'd have that ticked off, whatever bonus. Then you can go here on this strategy. Min odds, 21. Max odds, 50. Then what you can also do is have this at 85%. Have this 120, whatever you want to have, 60 seconds. Just depends what you want. You can change it. We have some, when you join, if you're part of HYPERBOT, I should say, we give you some general settings. But yeah, this is the beauty of it. You can customize it. And, you know, you can have Giga 21 to 50, search time 60, blah, 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 save. And then what you can do is when you come to your account section or your sessions, you can actually apply the strategy, okay? So when you come to the, when you're opening the Hyperbot on the downloaded thing here, add session, single session, you can select the PC. Yeah, I'm not going to do that now, but it's all very clear of how it works. You come in, you got your strategies already saved. You come to add the session. The sessions are already up on the computers because you've downloaded the Hyperbot here. We're under the guide downloads. Then you apply the strategy. Okay, so say you got 50 accounts, you can have 25 on this strategy and 25 on that, or you can have 10 on this, 10 on this, 10 on this, 10 on this. Customize it how you want. So that brings us to the sessions page. You know how the strategies work. You can run multiple at once as well. No worries at all. It depends if you want to use it for promo, non-promo. You can have everything you want on here. And you know, some clients only use it for non-promo. Okay, that's why they join the Hyperbot, because they just want to do non-promo. Some clients just like to use it for mugs and Saturday, you know, promos. Sometimes during the week, but limited. And if you want to run it during the week, this is a good thing as well. Say there's Friday racing. What you can do is like Friday racing or Friday, Wednesday racing, for example. This is like a really good one I've seen a couple clients do when there's some promotions around. What you can actually do is Friday, Wednesday racing. You can come in, like I said before, put this edge threshold at 20% if you want. So it'll only take like the best of the best bets. And that might only be 1 or 2 on the card. So that's still being sustainable, but taking maximum edge. Okay? What do? Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, open up the bot, add the account. They already added your accounts. Once you set it up, they're there, and apply the strategy to what you wanted. And then you can go about your day, and you'll only fire a bet if there's a 20% edge threshold on the promo. And bonus, you can do the same, you know. You can have that 90 if you want. I know clients who run it at 90, and they run it all week. And they'll just have their bet on every single day. And they'll just wait for the 90% bonuses to be turned over. You can do that as well. You don't have to just bet on weekdays, on the main weekdays, Wednesday or weekend Saturday. I have clients who run this at 90%. They'll just leave it on every single day. They might have like $500 of bonus bets and just let it churn out because they want to maximize their bonus retention. You can do that also, okay? So then we come to sessions, and this is where you add your sessions. And like you're putting everything together. You got the accounts, you can manage them. Your promos, you can add the promos on. You can have all your different strategies here. You see, that needs to refresh now because we just added some more. Yeah, when you add the session, you come here, single session. You can select the PC, select the bookie you want to add, right? And then you can select the account as well. So we'll select an account here, and then you can select the strategy. You see what I mean? Then there we go. So all the strategies are showing now. And then we can add this one to, you know, the Giga bonus banger, whatever we want. So we select the PC. Most of you will have one PC, but we have different options as well. Like if you don't have a good computer and you're using servers, servers might be not able to, you know, if you're scaling out like big numbers, we can have servers and different servers classified as a PC. Then we'll add them on through there. Select your strategy, create session, away we go. Okay. Now, you can launch it through the browser as well. You can do all that. And that's sort of how, I mean, the basic gist of it all in terms of your dashboard, your tracking results. You know, you got your credits here, obviously, your results. You can go back and see all your data. The good thing is as well is your accounts. You can see all the balances here and the bonus balance. I didn't go through that. So I can see this one has $50 bonus at the top here. And I can see the actual, maybe I should zoom out a bit here just so we can see it all. But yeah, you got like your balances here. So I can sort the balances from top. I can see like some money in these ones right here. So instead of using spreadsheets and trying to track where your bonuses are, trust me, I've gone through all that pain, like logging into every account, trying to see where your bonuses are. Oh, damn, I missed a bonus here. I missed a bonus there. It's all here for you. End of day, your balances, you know, you can have it all summarized. So you can see what do these accounts start with. You got a, you know, overview of the whole day, and then you can see the balances after. Okay, what you can also do is, you know, every couple of weeks, say you got a main spreadsheet, and you have all your accounts there, you can update like the before balance and after, if that's what you want to do. But at least it's all here. You don't need to log into every single account to see the balances, okay? So, yeah, that's really good, especially very handy on Saturdays as well, if you just want to see how many bonuses you got left. You know, do I turn my bot off, or do I still have some bonus bets left? You can do that here as also. So is there anything I need to think of now before we move on? Anything that I should cover through here? I'm sorry to interrupt this video. Quick 1 minute. It's now the 7th of March 2026. I recorded this video in December 2025. Since then, I want to run you through what's been happening. It's been absolutely crazy, right? So let's go to January 1st. 1st January, we had a $90,000 day on the 24th of January. As you can see on the screen there, you can see all the usernames of all my clients. They're all in the Discord. Go match them up, no worries. Then we finished January, 300,000. We're not even public yet. We're not even public. You're watching this video. The date's posted, we're public. Pre-public, $300,000 month in January. But it gets even crazier. We're in February at $830,000. A lot of these clients' names you're going to hear from as well. But wait, it gets better. It gets even better. Today, the 7th of March, I had to record this. $386,000. You got Byron, $24,700. You're about to hear from him. He just did this in 1 day. Peach Perfection, known as Aiden, $11,300. You're going to hear from him as well. Liam, young kid, 19 years old, just did $9,000. You're going to hear from him as well shortly. Hashimi Gumu, new client, Lawson his name is. He just joined us recently. His first day on the bot, you can see him there. He made $5,000. He came from another service. They weren't delivering on their promise. First day with the HYPERBot, $5,000. Same as Carlo there as well. $5,600. All these clients here, you can see them. You can see them all in the Discord. $385,000. But it gets even better. We're going to go through all of this. You got Factor here. Almost a professional cyclist. $450 while he's out on a ride. Okay? You got Mark here, an older fella. In his 70s, 60s, 70s. A lot of my clients are much older. But you got to read this, man. This bot is blowing my mind. $800 in 1 day. One of his first days. Then Mark goes, it's probably been 30 years since I won that much on the punt. This is his next day on it, the next week. He was at the Morphettville racetrack with his mates. Just have a read of this. I've got to leave this up. Then I get home, $900. This is the next week. He's an older fella. He doesn't punt big, just small stakes, $10, $15. Then he goes, this bot is a serious game changer in my world, and under Axel, he goes on to say how great it is, right? And we can keep going. We've got Bonus Boy. He just sent me a message yesterday. Over $20,000 in his first month. Then I get a message like this. Keep effing winning. In 50 years of punting, never had a consistent winning machine like HB. All the blessings to you for giving us this opportunity. Man, then we have Bri Lee here. He's at the racetracks. He makes over $2,000. He just posted that one today. While he was at the races, it was betting for him. I could keep going on. I could keep going on for the next 1 hour talking about all these screenshots of our pre-public launch with some of our top clients who have already got a chance to join. But instead, I'm just going to put all the images around for you. I've collected a bunch of them, and there's so many missing. I haven't even done today's one. Look, it's still going. It's still going. What a crazy start to the year. Over $1.5 million in profits to start 2026. And it's only early March. And now all of you are going to have the chance to join. Let's get back to the video. What a start for the HYPERBot. I'm so happy.
Check out Matt_346's first 5 days with HYPERBot. No promos, no worries. HYPERBot works with or without promotions. Day 1. Day 2. Day 3. Day 4. Day 5. Final results at the end of day 5.
I mean, when you join, right, I'll go to the guides. There's so many guides we have. These are just the basic ones: the download and install, managing your credits and subscription, launching and adding accounts. Okay, there's guides to everything. Configure your settings, or what I sort of just showed you there. Launching your sessions, quick links as well. But then on top of this, I can't show you the docs because of the information in there. We got like one main document, And on that document, it's got all these videos which show you how to set it all up, settings, whether you're using, computer, VM, servers, your own, internet on your phone, proxies, so many guides. Okay. And I'm going to get onto that after as well. You got the bill in here. Then you got your support, and I'll show you that in a second, and your downloads, where you can download it on Windows, Mac, or Linux. And of course, installation instructions, uninstall instructions if you want to uninstall it. It gives you everything here, okay? Now, look, I've worked with some technology before, and I've seen other automation softwares, and what was really horrible about it, and the feedback I got, was just this level of support wasn't there, okay? So if you're a part of HYPERBOT, not only do you get a lot of guides, video training, everything like that, and a very clean dashboard which can manage everything for you, as you can see. Yeah, but just quickly, what you do is you download it. Let's say you download this for Windows. Say you got a Windows or a Mac. You download it. It comes up, the HYPERBOT application. I'm not going to download it all now, but you get the point. You download it. On that application, boom, you add the accounts. Okay. Oh, so you set up the sessions, and then from there you can add all the accounts and control it all here. Okay, that's how it works. But yeah, not only do you have the guides, I want to show you inside now, sort of how the assistance you get. So yeah, when you join, if you get accepted, the first thing is you join the Discord, right? You link everything up, okay? Then we decide how you're going to run the HYPERBOT, okay? You open up a ticket. I'm going to show you this right now. Actually, we're going to go through this. Let me bring it up here.
The manual bet placement feature, which operates independently of the HYPERBOT algorithm, has been fully developed and is currently in the testing phase. By the end of January 2026, you'll also be able to manually send your own notifications outside the algorithm.
Check this out. Okay, so we've got the free chat here on the HYPERBOT. So the first thing is, here's Matt. Matt's been with us for a long time, actually, and 387 props today with $15 stakes. In my first 2 days, it's 682 at 150%. What a legend. Matt actually just joined Masterminds as well. Legend, absolute legend. He's been with us since the OG days. Over at Imperial Wealth Crypto as well, has many miners with us, loves the crypto side, and now he wasn't betting much anymore, but because the HYPERBOT's here, it's allowed him to come start betting again, and he wants to go serious with it again. So you got the free chat here, which is good. Clients always talking about X, Y, and Z. There's a bit of sensitive information here, so I'm going to blur those out. No, it's good. You got a free chat, okay? So everyone can talk about their own strategies, stuff like that. And the first thing you do is you read here first, okay? And then read here second. And from there, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come to support help, okay? And the first thing you do is you create a ticket. So I create a ticket, purchase bot, whatever. We're just going to put anything just to create the ticket. And then your ticket's going to show up at the bottom here. And as you can see, your ticket's been created. Make a mile is created in your ticket. From here, you have access to all of the developers and all of the Imperial Wealth staff, everyone. Okay, this is your own ticket. From there, Axel's going to take over. We're going to understand what is your setup, and we're going to tell you based on the document, this is what you should be using. Okay, you don't have to have a powerful computer. You don't have to have a mega PC. We have options for everything. Trust me on that. Whether you're trying to bet $50 or $5,000, I have everything covered. So you open up your ticket, and we're going to say, this is what you should do with your setup. All right, you set it up, you get everything set up, and then from there, you book an onboarding call. Okay, so Axel has an onboarding link. You book him for that, and he goes over your settings. We want to make sure everything's set up perfectly for you. So we put in a lot of time. That's why numbers are limited. Okay, I understand I could put this out right now, and I could accept everyone, and everyone's going to join. But trust me on this. A lot of you watching this will be waiting a fair amount of time before getting accepted. And obviously some clients, as you can see, are already a part of it from Masterminds, because I look after those who looked after us. And there's a few of the top 100 clients who have joined recently, like Matt, for example. He wasn't Masterminds, and a few others. Sam was a part of them. Nobbles, Wesley River. These are all OGs which have supported us along the way. DCM, huge client, massive miner setup he has over at Imperial Wealth Crypto as well, and loves a bit of a punt. So yeah, you got your own tickets, which is good. Every second Wednesday, okay, in the announcements, I can't actually open this up right now, but in the announcements here, we post a webinar link. Every second Wednesday, first Wednesday is the Elites webinar, and then the second one, it's HYPERBOT webinar. So we go live every second Wednesday. I'm on those as well. The developers are on there and the support. So we're all on there, and the community, obviously, if you want to join. They're all recorded, okay? And they're added to the training material, and you can go view the ones from week 1. There's probably like 4 or 5 already up right now. Then you've got bet feed as well. I'll show you this. It's just showing you all the bets which have been taken, today. Bets coming through. As you can see, all the bookies being used. The edge, so someone's running a negative EV edge right here, as we can see. Then we can see a 9.7% edge, which was taken today at 2.9 and an 8.6. So it's just the bet feed that comes through. So you've got that also. If it's, I'm going to mute it. I don't really care. You've got suggestions tab as well. Pretty simple, right? And this is your own ticket. Whenever you've got issues or you want to ask a question, you can come straight to your personal ticket. So the support is top tier. And we're always there to assist you, okay? Then you've got promo uploader, site status. I can show you this actually. We'll go through this. So these are all being added right now, okay? This is coming. This is why they're all red now, but these are all like in the works right now, which will be coming shortly. Bet365 build out. We're just waiting to implement it now. You can see tab, you've got promo plus EV bonus boost. And it says fully limited non-functional. So right now, tab sports with MUs, lads, neds, boom bet, tab touch, bet makers, better, points bet. They're all working fine for promos and bonus, everything like that. And then all these ones are being built out right now, and they'll be up shortly. Within Q1 of 2026, all these ones will be added as well. We'll keep adding more. Don't worry about that. We'll keep adding more, okay? Live updates, patch updates, everything like that. And then obviously you got free voice. Sometimes we jump, like before, our developer was on the free voice, and I saw like 5 people on there who were, talking to clients. So that's sort of the support system and how it works. And you got Axel, you got that book a call link, and I think that gives you a pretty good rundown of, I'll come back to the dashboard now, of everything. Yeah, you've got the HYPERBOT, you've got the, the URL to track everything. You've got the Discord for your tickets and support. Webinars every second Wednesday. I'm on them as well. You can ask me about my strategies, I don't mind. And of course the free chat, and it covers you A to Z really. It gives you the community, the tech support, and the one-on-one support also. And the main thing, obviously, the software. The thing that's going to save you a lot of time and make you a lot of money. And yeah, that pretty much summarizes. And we'll move on to the next stage from here. Manual betting will only take you so far. Yes, you can make good money. We all know that. But you will never scale to freedom. Manual betting will also cap out at a certain POT percent. A robot is able to push the limits due to faster execution times. If you're still placing bets yourself, you're doing exactly what the bookies want you to do. And I want to be very clear. We don't bet. We execute. We don't hope. We calculate. And we certainly do not click buttons. We automate. This is the mindset that separates a punter from a professional. Now, I've built every layer in this industry. Education, ranging from match betting all the way to non-promo systems, sports trading, middle bets, racing software, sports softwares, other automation tools which did over $300 million in turnover, and now all the way to full AI execution. When punters want real systems, they come to me. When syndicates want to scale to real numbers, they come to me. Now, I could have kept HYPERBOT private, and honestly, I have for years. But now we're opening limited access to a select group. And I want to be clear, HYPERBOT isn't just for high-stake punters or professionals. We have many casual punters, side hustlers, and more experienced operators, all using the software successfully. Ranging from $50 a race all the way to $5,000 plus a race. What matters isn't, how much you start with. It's whether you're ready to stop doing this manually and start doing it properly. Because HYPERBOT is a fully automated AI machine learning execution system. Access is controlled to, protect performance, stability, and long-term results. That means we only onboard a certain number of users every single month, and every application is reviewed very carefully. Some applicants may be waiting, a fair while to even get a chance to join, and once access is full, it closes. So if you're ready to move beyond, manual betting and clicking buttons, checking screens all the time, warming up accounts, maybe you let a fully automated AI system execute for you, faster, smarter, and without emotion. I invite you, click the link below or wherever you are, and apply for the HYPERBOT. Just like the clients you're about to hear from did. One word to describe the HYPERBOT.
Revolutionary.
It's phenomenal.
Sharp.
I'm going to go consistent.
Efficiency.
Automation.
Elite.
Idiot proof.
Unbelievable.
What's your total profit so far in just on the HYPERBOT?
That's tripled in 6 weeks.
Just a tad over $55,000 profit on $200,000 staked.
All right, so total profit, we've made $26,852.
All time. 277K.
So it's about 8K total for the day.
Got made $6,600 in a month.
Boy, you at the winery, 2.2k profit or 2.1k?
Yeah, 2.1 I think it was in the end.
Okay, and what's your bonus retention?
Currently sitting at 109%.
92%.
89.72%.
Bonus retention, 95%.
Bonus bets are running about 88.
Oh, I think it's like 85%.
Even though it's set at 83, I feel like it's sniping prices that are even better than 83 a lot of the time.
How much time is the HYPERBOT saving you per week compared to what you used to do?
Probably saved genuinely probably 3-4 hours on a Saturday. Pretty
Yeah,
big.
huge.
And then during the week, easy 10 hours plus for us.
20-30 hours maybe?
8 hours a week at least, the bare minimum. This just allows you to hit those days that you would normally miss, which obviously means you just bring in more than you would usually.
It definitely frees up a lot of time for sure. I mean, especially with the sign-up offers, you just have a lot more time to get more volume on with extra stuff that you want to do.
6-7 hours you're saving on a Saturday afternoon. 3 hours on a Saturday. It just, you can't beat it.
It saves you 90% of your time. You could still go out and take the kids out to footy on the weekend or go down the beach and just take your phone and you're still watching how much money you print.
Walk us through, what does a typical day look like when you're using the HYPERBOT? During the week.
I guess a week looks like getting the software set up during the week. So having the foundation set and then going through on Saturday morning automatically. Yeah, as I said, once it's open, it just does its thing.
Turn it on, go to the gym in the morning, go out, get a haircut, get some food, and come home to money being printed right in front of me. So it's really good. It's like freedom basically.
10-15 minutes at the most. Yeah, loading everything and away you go. Days where there's no bonuses like today, it's good, flick it on, turn it on, and I'm done within a minute.
It's fantastic to know that you can still go now and have a game of golf, have the family time, all the rest of it, and you're still punting on a Saturday. It's ridiculous.
Pretty much all you need to do is make sure your accounts are funded. The bot works out what promos you've got, what promos you don't, so I don't have to worry about that side of things, which was a hassle. Click go and just watch it to make sure everything's all right, but it pretty much takes care of itself now.
I literally have my dynamic odds up. I'll come back at the end of the day. I will start off from the bottom summary. I actually scroll it up so I can't see the results. And I just go back through every single race, look at who won and where they came, and then go through that way. And have a look at it.
How has your experience been with the HYPERBOT support team so far?
So support's been amazing.
The support's great, always has been with you guys. Axel's been awesome, same with Soup and a couple of the other guys in regards to all the development.
I had the guys who were writing the code for the program showing me how to set it up. The support was next level.
Everyone's just so approachable, but not just approachable, helpful, but just there as well.
No, the team's great, and it's been really helpful as well, being able to book one-on-one calls with Axel from the IW team. Yeah, having that one-on-one support's been huge as well.
Because pretty much any time I needed help, someone would get back to me within like 5 minutes. Like, it was just extremely prompt, very professional. So yeah, it's been amazing.
Like, you're always there, and you've got not just one person that is like, that's your person, the whole team's there to support you. Like, that's the big thing. Anyone will reach out.
Someone's sitting on the fence right now. Okay, they're on the fence, and they're thinking they're smarter than HYPERBOT and they can do everything themselves. What would you say to them?
Well, if you want to make money and save time, I'd definitely join.
It's just simple. It is just so simple.
You'd be stupid not to, man.
It's just pull the trigger. Yeah, he won't regret it. Just pull the trigger.
It's not a choice. Don't be ridiculous.
If you've been doing this for a while, at some point you've probably thought, wouldn't it be nice if I could have it done for me?
Oh, you'd have to jump in. Like, it's been worthwhile with 5 accounts. I haven't even taken full advantage of it, and it's been worthwhile. So
I think you just go all in and just send it.
For someone that's wanting to take match betting seriously, for sure, they should pretty much just jump on it.
Want to hear the full HYPERBOT client stories? Has made $277,000 profit in 8.5 months. JB saved 15 plus hours a week while maintaining 25% POT, including non-promo. Byron made $10,957 profit in 18 days on non-promo plus EV betting. Liam profited $8,784 on his first Saturday. Aiden runs at 109% bonus conversion. Axel made $55,000 profit in 8 weeks. Keen made $2,100 while drinking at a winery. Steve, profit rolling in from the garden to the golf course to the family time. Callum made $13,000 in a single week. Watch all full interviews at the link in the description or head to imperialwealth.com/betting/hyperbot.
I'm betting manually and doing well. Why should I use this? I mean, most people are scared of changing lives, right? You found something that works and, look, I've been in this industry for a decade, okay? And I don't say this out of arrogance, but I see it all the time with people. People think they're geniuses because they can make money with this. Honestly, you can give a monkey a bunch of accounts and tell them what to do and they're going to make money with this stuff. Making money is the easy part. Okay, anyone can make money with these methods. Let's be real here. Come on. And you heard me in the interview with Liam. He's only 19 years old. We just cleared a $30,000 month for him. First proper week on the bot was like 8.7 grand. You can check out the interview there. But he actually says it perfectly. He was manually betting for a very, very long time. Okay, and he knew we had the bot and he just wouldn't come over to it. Why? Because what he had was working and he was scared of change. Then he realized, holy shit, when you're manually betting, it's slow, you're missing odds, you're not getting the maximum EV %, you're just burning money, lighting it on fire. Everyone's scared of change. But in this day and age, you gotta adapt with the times, okay? You can't stay on the same thing that was working 3, 4, 5 years ago and just stay with it just because it's still working. How can I make it better? That's what you got to ask yourself. Will a robot, completely automated, executing for me at within milliseconds at the sharpest percents possible, make me more money than me sitting there clicking buttons? The answer is yes. So, answers the question for you. Can I scale big with the HYPERBOT? You can scale very big, and I've battle tested this. Well, on the other automation software, right, you might have heard in the video above, I was the biggest user in terms of profitability by country mile. I mean, there's a video of me clearing over $1 million in a month. It's going to be on my YouTube or somewhere. I show like $500,000. Like, I'm in the back end, and if you use that software, you know exactly what you're looking at. Like $500,000 in a month on one of the bots, $500,000 on the other. So I've already tested automation at huge scales before. Promo with non-promo, bonus bets, all of it. Okay, I've tested it. Now, HYPERBOT is no different, except it's completely automated. So you can scale this very largely. I mean, like multiple thousands largely. Honestly, you could scale this to $50,000 if you really wanted to every single race. Obviously, I'm talking a bit unrealistic here, but the point is, this bot can handle mass scale, okay? So if you are someone who's scaled up, maybe you're running, You know, a decent amount, probably like 1,000 to 2,000, nothing too extreme, okay? 1,000, 2,000, easy work. 2,000, 3,000, simple. Maybe you're a big time, $5,000 plus a race. You got to be in my corner then. What are we doing? You got to, when you get on the call with the team, if you're someone like that, you got to say to them, let me speak to Evan. And I'll explain what we can do for you from there. But point being is you can scale very large with a HYPERBot. Promo and non-promo, but obviously with non-promo, when you're scaling, you probably want to be a bit more smarter about that, okay? You'd probably rather scale with individual accounts. Well, with promotions, right, you've got to think about it. How many people promotional betting this day and age right before a jump? Many. You're blending in very easily. Whereas if you're hitting like a non-promo strategy, okay, that's a different story. Now, you wouldn't be hitting like mass scale of non-promo greyhounds on a Monday night with $10,000 a race, because that's very easy to get linked. Whereas with promotions and bonus bets, right before jumps, main corp, Saturday, even some Wednesday, Friday night, easy, blend in easily. But yeah, we can scale you to, you know, very large numbers. And that's a problem most people have, because obviously I do my mastermind consulting. And I've worked with many, many people before. The max you can actually get to, like a human, individually, is probably around 1,500 to 2,500, right? 2,500 at the top tier. And I found like some people would run $1,500 better than people running $2,500. Why? Because it's decision making. You're sitting there manually executing. You've got to be very sharp. And most people can efficiently run around $1,500 a race. After that, how do you keep scaling out more? Well, you can go get someone else to help you, but then again, human, involved, executing, emotional, you know, he needs to make the right decisions. What's smarter, a human, or you plug it into the HYPERBot and let that execute everything for you? And then you've got so much more time to go focus on the more important things. Come on. It's simple. It's simple. HYPERBot every day of the week. Now, can the HYPERBot be used for mug betting? I mean, it can be used for non-promo betting in general. Literally, you can make money with this without promotions. So I have a ton of users on masterminds who, you know, came back from a while ago, okay? You know, life came in, they got families, business, they made a bunch of money in a couple of years and they didn't keep the account flow coming through, but now they're back and they're just using it for non-promotion. So this is the beauty of it, right? Our algorithm is very sharp. Now listen, so you can customize it. You want mug bets only. -2% to 5%. Boom. Adjust the settings, save your strategy, call it whatever you want. -2 to 5% mugs. Cool. Maybe you want to make money. 3% to 100%, for example. Greyhounds settings. Bet on the last 1 minute, for example, because generally on the Greyhounds, liquidity comes in late. Horses, 60 seconds out to 160 seconds, whatever you want, 3% to 100%. Okay, so yes, you can use the HYPERBot for complete automation with mugging and for complete automation with making money without promotions. That is right, without promotions. This bot will make you money. Crazy. So yeah, what you'd want to do is, but what you got to understand, right, and I want to be clear with this, if you're running like a 3% to 100%, it's technically not mug betting, right? That's sharp betting. And you will get away with this if your stakes are low. I mean, we had Byron, if you saw the interview, he had about a $13 average stake. You know, it's a great example, actually. Let me have a look at this right now while we're on this recording. Because you could run a 3% to 100%, right? Where is old mate Byron? 3% to 100% and have like low stakes. And you will fly under the radar with that. Yeah, he had a 13.62 average stake. 8,359 bets. ROI 9.63. And he was only running up to like 5%, I'm pretty sure. So if your stakes are low, yeah, you'll probably fly under the radar. But if you're betting like 3 to 100% and your stakes are a bit higher, then obviously it's not really mug betting, okay? So when you're mug betting, you'd have the percents lower. Warm up the accounts, plug them in, have it on the mug strategy. Let them go for 2 weeks. Low stakes, high turnover, maybe -5% to 5%, doesn't matter. You customize it how you want. Then once you're promotional banned, you might ramp them up on the 3 to 100%. I'm just using these as, you know, generally 3 to 100% is a good plus EV non-promo, you know, strategy we personally use to make money on. You might ramp it up with that after. You know what I mean? So that's the beauty of this. You can customize it, but yes, non-promo betting, use it for mugs, use it for just generally making money, and it'll work. So what's the difference between this automation software and others on the market? And I can explain that, because I've been a part of the other main ones. So this bot did $735,000. One bot, 1 month. So here I am on the second one, and I'll show you now. We'll go from 2nd to the end of October. This one should be around $580,000, this one was. So the problem with the other ones, and don't get me wrong, they're really good for certain users, right? Especially like high-level betting syndicates who have their own APIs connected up. It's beautiful. But the problem is with promo bettors, okay? It's not focused enough on the promotional bettor side. Why is that? So firstly, let's talk about true automation, okay? And I was also using this as well. Other services have used it as well, the automation software. But I'll explain the problems with it and flaws and why you're actually just burning money on fire doing this way. So it's not true automation. You actually have all your accounts connected and you got to click submit, okay? You got to keep clicking submit. Oh, sure, you can have heaps of accounts connected all at once and then control it through a few clicks of a button, but you're still sitting there manually clicking buttons, okay? And obviously triggering all the bets across the bookmakers. So there is some automation to it, don't get me wrong. It obviously makes it much easier. Instead of clicking 20 to 30 buttons, you got to sit there and click some buttons, but still, it's based on a human decision to execute on the bets, unless you're using an API. And not many people are using API because that's quite difficult to develop, right? You need developers, API keys. You need to have your own algorithm as well, connect it up, have everything, smooth. This account does this bookmaker does this bookmaker does this. Okay. Now, we had IW Racing on this software also, and there's other promo services we worked with as well who ran it on there. But this is the problem with it, okay? Firstly, the HYPERBOT is completely automated. You don't click anything. And it works every single day based on the parameters you set. Okay? So let's say you want to run greyhounds tonight. You set your greyhounds up, and it'll run it for you. You click play on the strategy. I want 3% EV to 20% EV. And it's our algorithm you're using as well, which is obviously proven. So you're using our algorithm. It's proven. -1% to 3% for some mugs. I want it to bet 10 seconds before the jump. I want it to bet 1 minute before the jump. Okay? I want it to only target these tracks here. So you are literally telling a robot exactly what you want and customizing it. Now, if we're talking about promotions, what it's going to do to the HYPERBOT is it's going to look at your EV settings. I only want 90% bonus retention. Cool. You have a sports bet, you have a tab, you have a Muse, you have a PointsBet, a Ladbrokes, a Neds. Okay? And you've got your bonus retention set, let's just say 90%. Okay? Which is obviously harder to, let's just say 80%, all right? Let's just, a bit more reasonable. 90% is very achievable, but let's just say 80%. So, tab hits an 80%, sportsbet hits an 80%. The EV threshold is met. Boom. The bet gets placed on those two bookmakers. But, because the PointsBet odds and the Neds and the Amused were lower, okay, the bet did not trigger. So, the HYPERBOT is only executing when the max EV is hit. Now, a problem I had with the other automation software, when we had promos on it, we had to sit there and submit the bets, okay? So you'd have to have a human there submitting the bets. Then you'd be connected to our algorithm, we'd submit the bets, it'd go on your accounts. But the problem was, we'd send 1 unit of bonuses on, right? Above $7. Now, tab could have been $8 at the time. Sportsbet could have been $8. That's 80%. But the other three bookmakers, they were at $7. So you're getting 80% sure for Sportsbet and tab. But the other bookmakers, you're getting much less EV bonus retention, which long term is just burning money on fire. Right? Another problem with that is every single bet would be the exact same. You'd submit a bonus notification, boom, all the bonuses are the same. You can't split it either. You can't do 0.25, 0.5 units, 1 unit. You can't split it up, right? Everything would just fire at once, whether it's $7, $7.50, $8, they all go on. Same as a promo, right? Say we've got a min EV threshold at 10%. Well, the HYPERBOT's only going to execute on the bookmakers that are showing 10%. On the other automation software, every single one of those bookmakers would be placed. Okay? Now, what this also means is variance is actually reduced and your bonus retention is much higher. So not only are you, with the HYPERBOT, having an approach which is maximizing your bonus retention in EV, but it's also helping with variance. How is that? Well, think about it. The other bot, every single bet would place on every single bookmaker. you know, whether it was 80% retention or 70% based on the EV calculations. With a Hyperbot, you might have one race here, all right, at Flemington. Sportsbet tab trigger. Then we're over at Morphettville, and the other bookmakers trigger. So now you've got some bonuses at Flemington, and now some bonuses at Morphettville, okay? So if you had them all stacked at Flemington, obviously that's a higher variance approach, okay? Because you're stacking all your bonuses at, say, something, 10 to 1. Whereas you might have some at 10 to 1 here and 10 to 1 over there, right? And you got 83% here on your bonus retention because the odds were hit, and 83 over here. You get what I mean? So not only are you going to be making way more money with the Hyperbot compared to other automation solutions, but it's actually better for your accounts. Not all the bets are going to be the exact same, okay? And also, variance is less. It sounds a bit weird saying, oh, less variance because you're spreading bonus bets, but that's the point. That's literally why this thing is so insane. And I saw that as an issue because I was running on the other automation software, right? I had all my clients on, would submit the bets, and some would be 650, they wouldn't go on, right? And some clients would be like, I still have bonus bets left over. But because of our side, we've used all the bonus bets technically following IW Racing, right? We can't just sit there keep submitting extra bonuses because a few clients missed out. So I saw the problems very early on. And that's why I cut out the other automation software when it came to promo betting and said, we got to design the Hyperbot. So that is why the Hyperbot is 1,000 times better than any other automation software on the market when it comes to promotional betting, bonus betting, and mug betting also. Just when it comes to, just being way sharper, customizable. You got extra bonus bets left over. Well, you just got to plug them on the Hyperbot. I want to run them on a Monday. 90% plus EV. I got a few bonus bets left on these accounts. Boom, connect them, click play, go about your day, and the robot will find you a 90%. And if it doesn't find you a 90% on that Monday, guess what? On Tuesday it will. Now, when I'm talking 90%, look, if you're running high scale, you probably want to run around 83, 84%, right? So more bets will go off. Obviously, if you've got 90% settings, it's going to take longer to find that. But the point being is, if you've ever got extra bonus bets, you don't got to sit there looking for it. You don't got to sit there hoping that someone else who is controlling the other automation software submits a bet for you. No. The robot is 100 times smarter than any other human, and it's going to execute efficiently, effectively, and just sharply. So that is why the Hyperbot, just smashes any other automation software on the market when it comes to promotional betting. So will this work on sports, and can I connect my own algorithms to it? Right now, listen, it's just racing, greyhounds, harness, horses. That's what we perfected first. But sports logic is already made. And it's going to be ready Q1 2026. I don't know when I've recorded, when you're listening to this. Maybe we're already in 2026 and it's already out. Okay, you'll know about it. End of November right now. Sports logic's already built. We're going to have automated the same game multis. Set your EV threshold, it'll find it for you. Crazy. Sports non-promo edges, we'll find it for you. You have an API, you're a bit more of a serious betting syndicate who has built their own algorithm, that's fine. You can connect it to the Hyperbot and it'll execute for you based on your API. That's also around the corner also. So everything other automation softwares can do, this is going to do, but much better. But yeah, you want to submit your own bets as well, manually, like you want to have all your accounts connected and say, I want the bot to execute at this race at this time. We'll be able to do that also. But yeah, for now, it's just focused on the promotional side of racing. But any month now, all these new rollouts are going to be coming. The logic's already built. This has been building for many, many years now. It's nothing new to us. So keep your eyes open, and a lot is around the corner. I am not very good with technology. Is that okay? Of course. I mean, you saw the interviews. Steve, Aiden, these guys are dinosaurs, ancient. And I said it as a joke because they weren't raised like someone like myself, or maybe, a couple younger people watching this, or, we were raised on the computer era, just everything digital. So we know computers quite well, how everything works, we can pick it up fast. A lot of my clients I work with, a lot of them are a much older demographic, especially this day and age. So a lot of them have technical problems. They don't understand computers, how anything works. It's normal. But that's why I have the best support team ever, because I understand this, okay? I understand that a lot of you watching this have no idea on technology. What's a server? What's the cloud? What's proxies? How do I do this? How do I open that up? How do I click play on the bot? Doesn't matter. One-on-one support, we've got it. Calls with my team, you get on a call with them, they'll run you through everything, A to Z. share screen, they'll log into your computer via TeamViewer, and they'll do everything for you. Set it all up. Once it's all set up, we'll explain to you this is exactly how you turn everything on, and like anything in life, once you see it, you do it a couple times, it's going to be simple for you. I go to my laptop, I add the account, we'll show you how to do it. You apply the strategy and you click play. That's how easy it is. The difficult part is going to be understanding your initial setup. Are you using a server? How do you use the server? How do you get onto the server? How do I connect the internet, to my accounts on the server, which is connected to the HYPERBOT? Like I said, we'll run you through it. After that, simple. Not only that, you got your own ticket system. Developers in there. All of our developers are in there. The support agents in there. Every ticket you open, there's like 15 people in that channel, right? And only one of you. So think about how many people are there to help you out when you need it. Don't stress on that. We've got you covered there. What's the difference between the HYPERBOT and the Racing Maximizer? Now, great question, and this is my interview with JB on the other page. You might have watched that. If you haven't, go check that out. Racing Maximizer, absolute machine. We're seeing it in the Profit Flexes channel. Everyone raves about it all the time. But the problem with the Racing Maximizer is it pings you to a Discord, okay? It shows you the EV percents. Very similar algorithms, by the way. Very similar. HYPERBOT is pretty much Racing Maximizer automated with a bit of a twist. Not the exact same algorithms, but very, very, very similar, okay? Both based off the same sort of late money fluctuations, place liquidity, back lay price, volume of bets being put down, a number of other external factors. Very similar. But problem with Racing Maximizer is it will ping you a percent, then you got to go get that percent quickly. Odds change quickly. It might be 85%. Oh, 85%. By the time you go place the bet, odds have changed. With the HYPERBOT, 85%. Boom. Split second. Boom. Lightning speed. Boom. 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 85% there. Boom. 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 Racing Maximizer. Oh, 85. Oh, quick, place the bet. Review bet. Oh, bonus bet over there. It's still very sharp, the Racing Maximizer, but it ain't on the HYPERBOT level because it automates it for you. It executes flawlessly every single time. So you got to think about, imagine Racing Maximizer was completely automated and I had only bet on 85% at X time on X bookmakers. That's what the HYPERBOT is. Promo, over 15% only. You see a 15%, HYPERBOT, boom, executes at those odds. If the odds change, guess what? It won't bet. You on the Racing Maximizer, probably still betting. That's the difference. Now, I have a shitty laptop. Will this work for me? Now, I got solutions for everything, right? I'm giving people my IP here, pretty much in short, because I want this to work for everyone. So whether you have a very high-powered computer, okay, and personally, I run 128 gigabyte RAM PCs. They're quite expensive, right? But that's because they can handle a lot. You don't need that. If you just run a 1, 2, 3 sets, you can run a 16 gigabyte RAM PC. You might already have one, and our team will talk to you about this. But even if you've only got a shitty laptop, I have many ways around it where we can be running computers within your computer. They're called servers. And you can log into these servers through the shitty laptop on a high-powered server. So think about it. You got your main laptop, okay? Laptop here. Then on your laptop, you open up a new server. And that's like an 8 gigabyte to 12 gigabyte RAM server. Guess what? You can open up another one as well. And another one on that one laptop. And if you close it, they're going to stay online. Why? Because they're on the cloud. But what about the internet? That's fine. We connect internet as well. I have options for that also. When we add an account, we connect the IP to it. Okay? So the servers are a great option for people who are at a lower scale that might only have, a couple sets they're running. And you don't have a high power, you don't want to buy a new laptop and spend $500,000 or buy a high powered computer. That's fine. I have server options. They're anywhere from like 50 to $70 a month, and they'll run like 5 to 10 bookmakers on it. So that's great because you can be on your laptop, okay, at work, and you can log into these servers. So say in the morning you've placed it, you got it on your laptop. You can take your laptop with you wherever you are. Have it open up the servers, and you can see all your bookmakers connected to the HYPERBOT. If you ever need to turn some on or off. But that doesn't matter because on the dashboard, which you can control from your phone anyway, you can click play, adjust the strategies, and do all this other stuff. But the point is, whether you got a high-powered computer, a laptop, look, iPads it works for as well. Like you can control it all from an iPad, but honestly, it is better to have a laptop. It's worth investing in a laptop, much easier to use. Our team can remote desktop into it as well when setting stuff up. But yeah, iPads do work. Phones, no. You need... Look, I can get you servers, but you need something to log on to the servers with. And you can on an iPad, but it's a bit more difficult. Like, yeah, it works, right? Goldie's doing iPad at the moment, and it's working fine. But it's just a bit more difficult to run with, but it's still going to work, right? You can start with an iPad. We can use the servers on there. Then eventually you can get like a $300 to $400 computer, and then we can run servers on that. Or if you're more serious, what we'd do in that situation was instead of spending $50 to $70 a month on each server, you just invest in a good computer. And on that one computer, right, there's three options. There's the cheap laptop with servers or an iPad with servers, for example, which is what a lot of my clients are actually running who are like, 1 to 4 sets, anywhere from like $50 to $250 a race. It's a good option. But then eventually when they get their units up, they invest in a high-powered computer. That's the second option, a high-powered computer. And on that one computer, we can connect every single bookmaker to it multiple times. Why? Because of the different IPs. Like I said, I've got ways around everything here. I've been doing this for a very, very, very long time, and I've tested the limits in ways you could not imagine. Second option. Third option is a decent computer connected to something we call virtual machines, which can tether to your phone connection. But it's a bit slower, and personally, I use the second option, and I also use the first option as well. I have a lot of first options and second options, but a lot of the units are on the second option for me. But yeah, it doesn't matter where you are. If you have a great computer on a shitty laptop, we'll make it work for you. Trust me on that. And the good thing about the servers is it's like having your own high-powered computer on the cloud. So that's what I mean when I say that. It doesn't matter that your computer laptop specs are shit. It doesn't matter. Because when we're on that server, which is like in the cloud, like it's, I don't know, like cloud, like, do you know what I mean? It's on the internet, the ether. You're renting it. You close it, it stays online. You open the next one. Sure, you could have like 5 open at once, but can your computer handle that? But even if you close them, once you've turned everything on, close it, open up the next one. It stays on. Crazy setup. Crazy. So yeah, don't worry about that. We've got solutions for everything.
To get 20 more questions answered, all you need to do is head to imperialwealth.com/betting/hyperbot. Scroll to the bottom of the page and click View More. This is the first public reveal of HYPERBOT. And to celebrate, Imperial Wealth Betting is giving away several free HYPERBOT API keys. To enter the draw, just like this video, subscribe, and make sure you comment below. That's it. You're in the draw. HYPERBOT is exclusive. Spots are limited. Each applicant goes through a vetting process. And the sooner you apply, the closer to the top of the queue. Join the waiting list today and let our team guide you through getting started. The HYPERBOT, the pinnacle of AI betting automation. Anytime, any place,